Good day, everyone. So I'm John Luka for Chinidu. So basically, today I will be talking about the the proper maintenance that should be carried on a connecting rod. So when you're disassembling your connecting rod from your marine engine, so there are things you have to look out for. So these are the things I'm going to lay out for you to understand. So first of all, this is a 3D a card drawing of a connecting rod. So this is the bigger end and this is the smaller end. So the first thing you should do is first you have to apply a visual inspection for defects, whereas tears, color change. Doing that, you take record of the defect and the parts. Then what you check next is the looseness of this edge. So the looseness of this edge and the deviation of this bushing. So that's the next part we'll look at. So the looseness of this edge and the deviation of this bushing. So we'll check the fitting area, that is this part. We check the thread, there's when thread, there's what you do, then for proper maintenance, then of the distance of the piston pin. So we check the contact of the piston pin. There is this area where the piston pin is entering. Then we check for scratches and peels in this bearing, in this area. We check for scratch and pin in this area, this bearing. Then we check for cracks, we check for defect, we check for wears and fretting in the serrated surfaces. Yeah, check for color defects and the rest of them. So proper things you should do, we blow in air from this side, from this opening. So blow in air from here, to remove dirt. So this air, so that hole is the oil hole. So the oil from the piston goes down, like from the piston goes down to this part, touching the crown pin. Then from the crown pin, it's transmitting up and down. So the main purpose of the oil is to cool the connecting rod, the crown pin, the piston, the crankshaft. That is the end attached to this part. The cramping of this end. So what we do is there is what we call ovality test. So we check for the ovality, that is we check the difference in the diameter, that is from the manufacturer specification and what you have here, that is after you use it. So the manufacturer specification, there should be a limit. So you check the limit. If there's a difference, then you have to change the whole of the connecting rod. So you do also for here, but for you to do for this bigger end, you have to attach the cap of the bigger end cap. So you attach it, you screw it, then you make your measurement. So I think the next thing I will do is I will assemble the bigger end cap so that we see it. I think that's what I should do next. So I'll go over to file, then under file I'll open new, under new I'll open assembly. So under the assembly I'll call in the connecting rod. This is the bigger part. So then the other component I'm going to attach is the other part, that is the cap. So I think I've made a design of it. So this is the cap. So I'm going to assemble this system. I think after assembling this system, I'll do a stress analysis on it. So we check for deformation. Yes, we check for deformation. This other end. So I'm supposed to attach this end these two ends, this and this. Then we do the oval test. That's to check for the difference. I think there's an angle to which you we do that. So I think the angle. Let me assemble it. Then I think I will do that. So for me to assemble it there first, I have to mate this surface. So I'm mating this guy, this bearing, like this bearing hole. That is the hole for the screw. So I'm mating it. So I'm mating it with this other screw hole. So that is it. That is for good. So I'm mating this surface because I want it to be symmetrical. I'm mating this surface with this other surface. So we good. So it's now aligned perfectly. But I think there is a I think there should be, let's check if it's still moving. It's still moving, we still have it moving. So we have to lock it. For us to lock it, we have to align this other part with this other part. So let's do that. So we connect this other part. Well, we made it with this other part. So we'll make it concentric, and I think that is all. I think it's locked now. Yeah. So this is it. So normally to check the thickness of this area, and to check the difference in diameter of this circular surface, that is to check if it's within the limit, within the manufacturer limit. So that is what we call the ovality test. So we have to check it with the right instrument. That's for proper maintenance before you go back and assemble it, before you start cleaning the surface with oil and the rest. So you have to check if it's still within the limit. If it's not, you replace the complete connecting rod. If it's still within the limit, you keep use of it, like it's still in use. So you check that. Start checking that. mm, that thing, if it's still within the limit, then you should clean them with oil. Then you scrape them with the scraping material. Scrape it with the scraping material, these edges. Then you check this edge for color change. If the color defect is much, I think you need to replace it. But if it's not, it's okay. And you still have to put in the bearings. Yes, there's a mental. Yes, there's a mental. I think I have the design of that mental. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, I have it. Yeah. So we'll mate it with this surface. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that because